Now, what I'm starting to discover about myself in the last couple weeks is that I waste a lot of time saying what's not possible, speaking about what's not possible. Well, Christian, don't do that. Speak life. Speak victory. And so I'm finding myself having to, to pray and ask God's help to kind of transform this way that I've been since I can remember. I mean, I'm kind of like this as a kid, if I remember. That reminds me, a lot of people go, well, I was born this way. I was born with this sin, so it's normal, and God made me this way. No, God also made me have this kind of negative mindset. And that type of thinking also kind of ran in my family. So I was, I had tutors teaching me that kind of thing. Now it's something I have to overcome. It's not something when I was saved, it wasn't poof, that part of your personality is gone. Now I'm starting to discover that there's a problem with the way I think about things sometimes, and I need to work harder at speaking what's possible instead of impossible. And I'm stalling here because I just said work harder, and that kind of slaps me in the face as what we don't do necessarily as Christians. I don't need to work harder. It's not about works. Our life and our Christian way of life and our salvation is not about works. But I do need to be conscious. I do need to watch what I'm saying. I do need to want. I do need to desire to change this piece of me. And therefore, I will attack it in prayer. I will attack it on my knees. Right? And I just kind of feel like this man sitting at the pool, right? It's like he's just thinking about why he can't get better. He's just thinking about all the barriers that there are, and he's making these lame excuses. Like I said, shouldn't he be right on the edge of that pool, just waiting? Just like we should be, Christians, in anxious anticipation of the return of our bridegroom, as the return of Jesus Christ. We should be right there at the water's edge just waiting for the slightest stir to dive right in, instead of laying back going, I've tried and I've just determined that it can't happen. So I'd rather just lay here and complain about it and not change anything. This is a defeatist attitude that this man has. And this is why Jesus asks him, do you want to get well? What are you doing here? Do you want to get well? Well, there's a problem with that. And Jesus just commands him, just like he commands the Red Sea. He commands the winds and the wave. He commands this man, get up, pick up your pallet, and walk.